afraid of everything. Watch if I try to pet her. Good morning, it's Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is, October 24th, but it is Tuesday, and I usually have class from 9 to like 11:45 on Tuesdays, but that was not gonna happen today. I have to get up really early to make it to campus by 9 o'clock, and I don't feel good. And not in like the I'm sick kind of way, but in the like I'm exhausted, like burnt out kind of way. So I thought I would stay home today. And instead I'm going to take you on a journey. We're going to do an ADHD reset today because my room is probably the worst that it's been since after I moved in and I cleaned it up. And as someone who has ADHD, I struggle with maintenance tasks like keeping things clean, doing my laundry, picking up, throwing away the trash, just like those little things that you're supposed to do on a daily basis. They tend to accumulate for me. Every now and then it gets away from me, especially when I'm super busy and I don't have the time to pay attention to that kind of stuff. Over the last 3 weeks, I've been to California, I've been to Connecticut twice, I've been doing my midterms. So it just like has not been a priority. So every now and then when it gets really messy like this, I basically just do a reset. I just take a day, do all of the chores all at once because I just really hate doing them on a daily basis. That is what I'm going to share with you guys today, is how I do an ADHD reset, how I take care of the tasks that accumulate, and sometimes that means having to skip school for the sake of rest and mental health and taking care of the things that need to be taken care of. Like, sure, I could do this over the weekend, but that means I'd have to suffer through the rest of the week with my room like this, and I just don't want to do that. I needed the time to rest and reset, so that's what we're going to do today. But first, I need to get dressed and finish eating my breakfast because I'm going to go take over the accountability workshop for Kaylin so she can spend some time with London Boy, and then we'll get started when we're done with that. Step one is to wear comfy clothes that are not pajamas. Trick your little ADHD brain into thinking it's going to work. Do you like the subtle My Chemical Romance merch? Yeah. If you didn't know, emo kid. This whole thing is such a mess. We're just gonna shove things aside for now and they will be cleaned up later. Will those library books be returned on time? Who knows? You know, that's a mystery for the universe to solve. And just like that, we are done with the workshop, and now it is time to start the ADHD reset. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's how I'm going to start it. Sometimes writing a list for me works. I don't think that that's going to be the best mode for me at this moment, and I'm also hungry, so I'm going to eat something first to make sure that I am well fueled. I guess essentially like the category process. I'm going to take everything that doesn't have a home and I'm going to put it into piles of categories of like where they do belong, and then I'm going to slowly start to put those things in the places that they need to go. The first place I like to start with is dishes and trash because those are things that don't belong in my room. They don't need to be here anymore, and if I can just get them out of the room. The third thing is my laundry. I like to then sort my laundry and get my laundry started because then while my laundry is running, I can deal with the rest of the stuff like putting things away and vacuuming. So that is the order of events for today, and we are going to go ahead and get started. My foot's asleep. Ow. Another important thing for ADHD folks in cleaning is that you gotta make it an enjoyable experience, otherwise it's not gonna get done, you're not gonna wanna do it. So I am going to make my environment pleasant despite the mess. We're going to light a candle and I'm going to listen to a TV show that I don't have to pay full attention to watch. Give me background noise to work to. Alternatively, if you like to dance to music while you're cleaning, you can do that, or listen to an audiobook because that can stimulate your brain enough and it's not something you have to watch, it's something that's in your ears. Anyways, candle, headphones, TV show. Let's get started. So when I say make the process interesting and engaging for you, I'm talking about something from a book called Transforming ADHD, where they talk about infusing a low interest, highly effortful activity with a high interest one that stimulates multiple senses, because that's something that's going to engage a person with ADHD. In an effort to be transparent and honest about what life is like with ADHD, especially when you're a really busy graduate student who works multiple jobs and has been traveling a lot, this cup, I'm not going to show it to you because it's gross, but it is full of mold. It just goes to show that, you know, it's not something that is easy to manage or that is consistent to manage. Cleanliness and being clean or being a neat person really does not have any moral judgment attached to it, and I want to tell you guys what the reality of having ADHD is like, in case any of you are currently experiencing something like this and are shaming yourselves for it. It simply means that one of your needs is not being met, and that is all that means. So right now, my ADHD needs are not being met, which is why I have a moldy cup in my room, and I am doing my best to take care of it now with the support from my friends and family and therapy that I have learned over the years. And yeah, just a quick note about that. Last set of dishes, doing a scan to make sure I'm not missing anything else so I don't have to go back downstairs. So again, in an effort to be more helpful and provide information about ADHD, I want to talk about why cleaning is so difficult for people with ADHD. In my opinion, it's because it requires the 4 S's of attention and action regulation, which include starting, sustaining, stopping, and shifting a task. And it's incredibly difficult for us to do those 4 things. As you can see here, I'm already distracted. What was I doing? Oh, that's why I just figured out how I got distracted. The bed has been stripped and there's a load of laundry going. I'm going to have to do probably about 2 more loads of laundry. The next thing I'm going to do is all of these are just clean clothes that have been floating around my room, so I'm going to put these away. Since I took the day off, I might even press a couple of things. Might get a little fancy. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay. So why is it so hard for ADHD people to regulate the 4 S's of attention? Well, there's a couple of different theories out there, but when we talk about the chemical component of ADHD, we are thinking about dopamine, and dopamine is the chemical that equals wanting. And to quote from the book, it says, "Studies show that at specific locations, the brains of people with ADHD release too little dopamine or release and reload it too quickly, cutting short the communication between neurons." This then leads to low attention and action regulation because dopamine is the chemical that is primarily responsible for those things, and it disrupts the processes in our brain that tell us that regular, ordinary, routine things are worth our attention and action. And if the dopamine dysfunction hypothesis is true, that tells us why we are biased towards things that are interesting and immediate. It's because it sparks the dopamine process in our brain that regular, routine, ordinary things don't. The question is then, if we're not motivated by the same things that neurotypical people are, then how can we start, sustain, stop, and shift our attention, which is where combining high and low interests comes into play. Okay, the clean clothes are put away, and while I wait for other laundry to cycle through, it's time to start putting things back where they belong. In cleaning out down there, I have come to the realization that I have far too many tote bags. Granted, this one belongs to Kaylin, but still, this is ridiculous. How many is this? Let's see. We have one from the Strand, it's a bookstore. We have the one that school gave me, one from What a Workshop that a friend gave me. We have my Thank You for the Venom I got at the MCR concert. This one's probably my favorite. It's made from costume fabric from the Royal Opera House. This is from my favorite bookstore in Davis, my hometown, and this is from my favorite bookstore in Berkeley where I went to undergrad. I just fold these and put them on a shelf, but I don't think that that's like the most effective way of storing them because they're constantly all over the place. So if you have a better idea, let me know. I've come to the point in cleaning where I am incessantly getting distracted because I've done all of the big picture tasks except for the couple loads of laundry that need to be put through. And now it's just like dealing with all the icky little details. For my ADHD brain, I'm great at big picture thinking, I'm great at associations, I'm great at seeing a final product or like having big ideas, horrible at execution, horrible at details. All of like the stuff that needs to be put away, it's out for a reason. It's out because it doesn't have a spot. It doesn't live anywhere. Like there's not a ton of storage. Can you get your butt off the camera, please? And yeah, I know. It's horrible, isn't it? It's gonna try and steal my AirPods, I know it. Don't try to steal my AirPods. I've just gotten to that point where like I don't want to do any of it. And I can't tell if I need a break or if I need to like just get up and I can't tell if I actually need a break and like to go do something else or if I just need to get back to it with like a different strategy. I can't tell. Sometimes the hard part about ADHD is that you don't know what you need and you don't know what will work. don't want to do it anymore. I'm so close. I'm so close. Yeah, but like, you know, can't we just call this like good enough? Okay, I think I'm done for now besides the laundry that's still running. I'm pretty chuffed with myself. I'm pretty pleased with how everything came out. I moved the lamp over there because it has like a little charging station on it so I can charge my phone. The room is vacuumed. Everything has been dusted and wiped down. My clothes are put away. The only thing I have left to do is make the bed. Well done, Katie. Well done. Maintaining it, however, is the difficult part, so I thought I would share with you guys some of the things that I do to make it easier for me to maintain my space. And a lot of it has to do with like just plain old self-acceptance and allowing myself to be the way that I am. So there are things that are not put away that I'm not going to put away. A box of trash under my desk, I'm leaving it there because, you know, I have a trash can in that corner of my room, but I don't have one near my desk, and it's better to just like leave a box of trash under my desk to act as a trash can. This thing here, this little tray on my dresser, that is your keys, your wallet, and anything else that you need on a daily basis in your backpack goes there every time you come home and you enter your room. I practiced putting things there. I would, when I saw it, pick it up and put it back in that spot so that over time it became more natural for me to put it there. I also don't fold my clothes. I just drop everything in the drawers where they belong because it's better that they're put away than folded. And most importantly, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to reward myself for all of my hard work, even though it's not completely done yet. I'm going to go cook myself a delicious dinner and take a bath and then make my bed and get into a nice, clean, comfy bed with nice, clean, comfy pajamas, and then end the night by watching some TV and knitting. I hope you guys have enjoyed me trying to talk about my ADHD more and showing you what it's like to live with it, and I'm gonna go eat dinner, take a bath, and relax for the rest of the evening. Bye. I do truly hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video, seeing what the process can look like when you have ADHD, and hopefully destigmatize the experience a little bit, because I know it can be a really difficult thing to live with, to deal with, to not compare yourself to others with. So here are my befores and afters of my room, and then I ended the night by doing some readings for my class with the accepted consulting team, so with Kaylin, Madison, and Chanel. And I also decided to spruce up my room a little bit, give myself a little bit of a treat with these really cool archival posters that I picked up from the special archives at school. And then I headed to bed, watched TV with James, and went to sleep. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more ADHD grad school vintage videos, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!